History has been created for India at the Paris Olympics in the men's badminton individual event, as Lakshya Sen has become the first male shuttler to qualify for the semi-finals, and that too at a stage wherein what all it matters is the top performance, and that's what Lakshya Sen has given. Remember, he came into the tournament as the world rank number 18. His first win against Kevin Cordon of Ireland was really deleted because his opponent had to be ruled out of the competition due to an injury, but since then it's been utter domination by the Indian. He's beaten Jonathan Christie, he's gotten the better of his Chinese Taipei his opponent here, and overall he has become the first Indian male shuttler to reach the last four at a single Olympic.
Well, India's campaign in badminton is alive for another day. After a sensational performance, Lakshya Sen now is really on course to correcting some of the historic wrongs that have happened with him. I mean, heading into the game against Jonathan Christie, he was having a negative head-to-head record against him. But then he corrected that with a sensational display. Sorry, I have to use that term every single time. Sensational display, because it was a thorough performance. And the way how he decimated Pranoy, let us be very honest about it. It was a thorough performance which put him in a good stead to make it to the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, we knew that he is in sensational form, and he was having a bit of confidence against the likes of Chao Tien-chen. Now, Chao Tien-chen, if you look at it, he has been playing with him in 4 matches. It's a 3-1 head-to-head advantage that he had against the Indian. Chao Tien-chen lost to Lakshya Sen in the 2023 All England badminton. But since then, you have to understand that there is an age difference which will catch up. 12 years is the age difference between Lakshya Sen and Chao Tien-chen, and you could clearly see that he was fatigued.
Yes.
The athleticism that Chao Tien-chen displays, let us make no mistake about it, it was sensational to see this, because look at the flexibility that he had on his body. Look at the way how he was returning those smashes, the net play that was there. But Lakshya Sen stepped up in a way which no one ever expected to. Big game, he is proving to be the clutch player, and in the crucial moments that was there, he capitalized on it. By the third game, when you saw, Chao Tien-chen was absolutely done. You could see the fatigue. He was taking more timeouts, and that was what allowed a younger Lakshya Sen, a much fitter Lakshya Sen, to ensure that he would get the better. Look at the final scoreline in the third game. 21-12. That was the level of dominance with Lakshya Sen displays. The smashes, the court coverage, and I remember there were 3-4 times when we thought, oh, the point is going away from Lakshya. The way he returned and the way he turned back. After that, the backhand smash yet again, the reverse backhand now that he's, I think you have to patent that particular thing. Because he was simply too good in that sense, and that is why fantastic effort indeed from Lakshya Sen. And words fail me, because in clutch situations like this, he may have lost his first game today. Kevin Cordon brushed off in straight sets. He had a bit of a blip in the second game. Then he brushed aside Julian Carragher. Then he dispatched Jonathan Christie, and the way how he dispatched Jonathan Christie off, it was an indication that he's ready for the big things. He's beaten the world number 4. He's beaten the world number 11 according to the latest BWF rankings. But as we say now, he will face the pressure in a big way, because the real game has begun from day after tomorrow onwards potentially, because Lakshya Sen could face the Great Dane, Victor Axelsen. And he might also have to face Shi Yuki also. But then I don't know what is the draw going to hold, because I think it is Victor Axelsen that he's facing in the semi-finals. If he can get the better of Axelsen, he's not only assured a medal, he could go all the way for gold.
So basically, before I tell, what was the most match-defining moment for me in Lakshya Sen's quarterfinal, the thing with Lakshya Sen now is that he's in the semi-finals, and if he wins that, irrespective of who his opponent is, he will assure India a medal, at least a silver. But if he loses that semi-final, then still, he'll have a chance to clinch that historic bronze that no other male shuttler from India has ever clinched that.
So see, in the history of the Olympics, you look at it, this coach who was sitting there, Prakash Padukone, has never won it. Pullela Gopichand has never won it, but they won All England tournaments. So that is one of the major things that is there in badminton, that is All England is like the Wimbledon in tennis.
True. Okay. So overall, what was like, you can tell after that, my match defining moment was when Lakshya Sen couldn't really win that first game. he of the last shot when he went for that serve, and the opponent was very, very strong to make sure that he hits that smash. I personally felt that maybe that might just dent Lakshya Sen's confidence, because he had lost a very, very tight first game. But overall, the way he made a comeback and made sure that he went on to win those two games, and the third game was rather comprehensive. I think it really shows that this guy really has a lot of mettle, and he can, I think, surely be trusted upon.
He has one thing, not match defining. I will say this match against Choti Chen showed the mature side of Lakshya Sen in that he was calm.
Yes.
He was unruffled by whatever was happening. He lost the first game, no problem. I will come back stronger. And look at it. The only time when you felt that perhaps Choti Chen could take it away from him was when it was 9-9. But then he won a string of points and he troubled him. What was Choti Chen doing in the first game? He was taking Lakshya Sen all over the court, getting him in, going back, getting him in, going back.
There was a lot of net game.
Net game was there. But then he realized that Lakshya Sen's net game was improving. Now, plan B, before he could get to it, his age caught up with him.
Yes.
Now, Lakshya Sen was doing the same thing what Choti Chen was doing. He was making him run around the court. Choti Chen then had to rely on his athletic abilities and his flexibility, because you look at the smashes, the way how he was doing it and the return of the backhands, it was not going to be easy. But he was prepared for each and every point. He knew that he had to hit. If Choti Chen returns, he would have to do it a second time also. So
yes.
That is why the way Lakshya Sen had plans for everything, and because of his age and because of his stamina, you can make out that he is ready for the big stuff. He is ready for a lot of things at this point. So that's why Olympics semi-final is just one step, but as I have always said, the pressure increases with each and every game.
Yes.
Now that the world number 4 has been disposed of, now that the world number 11 has been disposed of,
now it's probably the turn of Victor Axelsen.
Victor Axelsen, the Great Dane.
It's not going to be easy.
It won't be easy. And remember, if Lakshya Sen had one golden opportunity to match the other Indian stalwarts in Prakash Padukone and Pullela Gopichand in the All England, it was Victor Axelsen who denied him in that.
Yep.
So that is why Lakshya Sen will know that he's facing an uphill task. He's had the longer route to the semi-final because one of the matches got deleted. But that deletion did not matter much, because we knew that he was going to face Jonathan Christie in a must-win game.
Yes.
That was a given, irrespective of whether the match was a deleted one or a not deleted one. But what stood out for me was the court coverage of Lakshya Sen.
Yes.
Lakshya's court coverage was phenomenal. Yet again, I had seen it in the Christie game also. At the net, he gave a loopy shot. I mean, it was with speed, but Lakshya Sen went back and then he returned.
Yes.
Not once, not twice. I think I can recollect about 4 times that he just returned that serve from the back of the court while being in the net. He ran back so quickly, and that is where his speed was simply too much.
And one thing that really stood out for me was that some of the smashes from Lakshya came out of nowhere.
Of course.
Like, you could really understand that maybe the opponent had really lobbed that shuttle up in the air, and maybe Lakshya Sen would want to extend the rally so as to make sure you tire your opponent, but then he was very quick to just jump onto it and make sure that he gets the smash at the right time, so that it doesn't allow the opponent to maybe make his way back into that particular game or that particular point. That's what I think stands out in case of Lakshya Sen, because he was really up to the mark.
Of course, you see, there is one more thing here. Apart from the court coverage, apart from everything in that sense, the way how many people will not want to focus upon it, but look at the number of breaks that Choti Chen was taking.
Yes.
He tried to stymie the momentum that Lakshya Sen was wanting to get, but then Lakshya Sen turned the tables on him by being focused. Normally what happens is, if you do a break, if there is a change of end, sometimes momentum can go against you, and it has happened to Lakshya Sen in the past. But here he showed his class and ensured that he was so focused, I won't let the momentum go aside. So that is why the way how Lakshya Sen is playing is simply magnificent. So I would just want to say that, okay, perhaps you can carry on, sir. I'll just take this call.
Sure. So I'll just take a few comments. Ashish Ranjan is asking, so how many goals can we get now, including the hockey from now on? Well, I think there are bright chances for India, maybe in hockey, there's badminton, then Neeraj Chopra is yet to play his event. His javelin event is on August 8th. Then obviously there are hopes alive from Manu Bhakar also, who has a chance to clinch the gold medal in the women's 25-meter pistol event, which is going to take place tomorrow at 1 p.m. So yeah, there are multiple medal hopes, or rather I should say multiple gold medal hopes for India. And Sandesh has a comment, only non-seeded player to be in quarterfinal as well as semis.
Of course,
absolutely he is.
Indeed.
Yes, the Kishore S has a comment, the way he came back in the last set was outstanding. Definitely.
Absolutely. So, if you look at it, Lakshya Sen, unseeded and about to win a medal, will be the biggest story that we have seen. See, Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu have dominated the Olympics discourse for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
But then now it is the turn of Lakshya Sen. And imagine a 22-year-old from Uttarakhand. It is gonna be a monumental achievement if he does it. So
overall in badminton, India have won, I think, 3 medals so far. One was Saina Nehwal, and the 2 have been won by PV Sindhu in 2016 and 2020.
Saina won the bronze, PV's won the bronze and the silver. So are we going to see a natural progression to the gold if you look at it?
It can happen.
But the main problem is he is facing Victor Axelsen.
Yes.
Now Victor Axelsen, because of his reach and because of his athleticism, why has he always troubled Lakshya Sen? It's because of that. The reach and athleticism that Victor Axelsen has got is unmatched. That's why he is in the top 2 and he's been very consistent. I can understand Kento Momota having the similar thing. Kento Momota, remember, before his accident and before COVID, he was in a dire situation and he was no match for others.
Yes.
But now Lakshya Sen is like, let's see how it is. Priyansh, whom is Lakshya facing in semi? Honestly, the way he's playing, he's a serious gold contender if he beats
Axelsen.
But he is facing Axelsen in the semi-final. So if he loses that, he will have to ensure that it happens. Then Dex, Axelsen is 6'4", as I said, the reach and the height that is there, it is truly India finished second in hockey,
which means that they'll face now the loser of Great Britain and Germany.
Yes, so India have finished second. So by any stretch of the imagination, they have avoided Netherlands.
And Siddharth obviously said that India should not finish 4th, because then they'll probably have to face the Netherlands.
No. I'd said even in this case, because if Germany or Great Britain win, they'll go on top. Netherlands will be second. India shouldn't finish 3rd then.
Oh yes.
I had said it in the live. You can check that out.
Yes.
But man, Belgium and Argentina have put on a great classic. It's a repeat of 2016 Rio, where Argentina won the gold. But then see, today's matches, if you have to look at it comprehensively, the great news that we have got, 2 great news, Manu Bhakar and Lakshya Sen. And not just that, the India men's hockey team have eliminated a 52-year jinx that we have got.
By beating Australia 3-2. The last time they beat them was in 1972 Munich games.
Oh, tell me about it. So yes, it is going to be a fantastic. Tomorrow is going to be a huge day. So already Lakshya Sen has made it bigger. Now
Manu Bhakar could become the first Indian to win 3 Olympic medals in the same edition of the Summer
But then
Games.
people are asking, will we overall Tokyo? देखा जाएगा उस टाइम पे देखा जाएगा. So
let's take it day by day.
So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this sensational live that we have had. We have ended
sensibly sensational.
Absolutely, it has been the best end to the day. What was horrible yesterday, today has become much better. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis, and tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. Don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Show some love there also, folks. Bye bye. Thank you from me and Sid Gulati.